Jowarida! Greetings and salutations, all my fellow strong women of color. It is indeed a happy day. It is a glad day for American democracy, as the Democrats have elected to overturn the will of everyone who voted for Biden in the, leading up stages of this whole thing. Well, it'll be a fun topic, at least, as we play some US of A, the Amerikanskis. Which, if anybody is, I think I'm tier 5 now? Oh, wow, there's lots of you online. If anyone's tier 4 or 5 Americans, you are, of course, free to join me. I'm currently testing out the Amerikanskis at tier 5, as I recently got the P47, and wow, it's disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting. I'm whelmed at best by the M2 carbine, but, and the M2 Stinger, or... Yeah, is it the M2 Stinger? No, it's the M1 Stinger, is it? No, M2 Stinger. Again, also absolutely disgusting. So, well, there you go. Let's see. I guess we'll begin from the bottom up today. So, yeah, Joe Biden is now officially out of the race for Amerikanski Prezidentsky, which... Is this the first time in U.S. history that God, English is a difficult language right now, that a candidate has been able to destroy another candidate merely by speaking to him? Has that happened before? Has there ever been a situation in which the two candidates go onto stage and the one just makes the other look like such a demented, addled fool that he drops out of the race? Has that ever happened before? Or is this some sort of record? I feel like this should be some sort of record, honestly. I really feel as if it should. It seems, singular, you know? I feel like that's how it is. But I was gonna say. Alright, just pull the drapes aside a little bit. Hopefully that's in a bit more air. I'm presuming Nordace is picking up out loadout, so we'll give him a little moment. And there we go. And I do believe indeed that Kamala Harris was endorsed by Joever as he announced that he would not be seeking a nomination for candidate for president for the Democratic Party again as well. Which, I mean, that wasn't that surprising. You know, they need a sacrificial lamb at this point. They need to shove somebody into the lion's mouth, and it just so happened to be that Kamala was standing closest to the barred gates as the event transpired. There you go. So yeah, off she goes to be eaten alive, and she was the only real candidate to be devoured. I mean, they couldn't use somebody worthwhile. Buttigieg still has a career, or so the Democratic Party believes, so they couldn't push him into Trump's mouth. That would be silly. If anything, honestly, this is them being nice to Biden. They're like, hey, Biden, we've abused you enough for 4 years. We're just gonna quietly push you out of the way here for a second and let Kamala take the beating that you were so rightly signed up for. As make no mistake, she is going to be like the single worst losing candidate for the Democrats since the Civil War. Oh boy. It is, it's gonna be a thing. It is going to be quite the thing. Japanese tier 5. We are almost certainly going to get our asses absolutely fucking thwopped here. But, we'll see. We'll see. Alright, so we are on the defensive. I don't see any all nasty Jap aircraft at the moment, which is also kawaii, desune. Where are they coming from? Over there. Okay, so, oh, right, this map. I remember this map. Boom, 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 boom. Only 4 kills? It's a bit disappointing, no?
Enemy vehicle position!
Somebody, tell me where the bad people are. So it couldn't be Booty Judge. It had to be Kamala. It's also just it. You know what they should do? You know what they absolutely should do right now? They should double. Ooh, hello. They should double down. That was not a great drop, but maybe it's good enough. Yep, good enough. They should double down and be like just full-on virtue signal. Have Kamala Harris and then have her pick a black woman vice president. Do that. Or even better, make it Big Mick. Yeah, Big Michelle Obama. Because she could shrug off the loss, you know. After Kamala Harris has been used and abused like a chew toy for a few months, you know, you just have Big Mick wander out of that and go like, yeah, Kamala wasn't much of a running mate, but I was popular. I should have been the presidential candidate. I would have won. That could work. That could absolutely work. Oh, and yeah, we are getting absolutely fucking stomped, which is per usual, honestly. See, I've played enough of Japan to know how this works. Basically, Japan Tier 5, that's like the one safe spot for Japanese players. It is the one singular sole area in which the Japanese get to reliably win. Because all of the competent Japanese players are camping that tier right there. All of the people in the opposing team are going to have max level everything. And they're probably going to have played the game for about 7,000 hours. Because they know that if they go into any other tier whatsoever, they are going to be food. Nothing more than simple food for an American team farming them as they climb up the ladder. Damn, nothing on both passes. Terrible. And so they all congregate in Tier 5, where they wear the Americans' ass as hats. As this is also where the Japanese actually catch up to the Americans in terms of weaponry. The automatic hay rifle is a great weapon. The Hori is one of the best tanks in the game, and even their aircraft start to catch up. Still nothing like the P-47, of course, but, sus. 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 Ah, there you are. Yep. Ooh, he was hanging out really high. Okay. Right, force him to overshoot. Ah, damn it. Just a little bit. Damn it. Okay, engaging a 0 or something in a turning match is not going to happen. So we are going to level out and head directly back down to our ship's guns. Now, if he's smart, he is then going to head directly vertical. No, he's not smart. And he is going to get blasted out of the sky. Yep, there we go. Yeah, see, I saw a shadow in the water, and I'm like, And I felt I could hear him, too. Nice, okay, get outmaneuvered by a fucking P-47, you noob-ass bitch-ass. I am the best fucking pilot. I am actually just the best fucking pilot. I just actually am. It's ridiculous how good I am, but I am. Oh, somebody with a gun on the ground shot my engine, which means that this piece of shit is going to be falling apart very quickly. The P-47 does not handle taking damage very well. In fact, it doesn't handle taking damage at all, really. You so much as spit on this thing, and it's gonna die. It is going to die at pretty much any amount of damage. Oh, and that's an AA gun. Presumably the guy I just shot down got pissy and decided to respawn as an AA gun, I'd bet. I mean, to be fair, if you get humiliated by a P-47 in a dogfight, what can you do? Skullthorn 888, hello, my name favorite Swede. I find it very telling that Biden didn't say he'd hand over his delegations to Kamala on Twitter. Well,
Artillery!
I don't know if he can do that. Ooh. Hello there, little Japanese truck. I am surprised I only managed to kill one of you. I'm not sure if he can do that, because, you know, I don't know if there's any, like, automation in that, where you can just go like, oh, okay, you know, all of my candidates go to Kamala. Because I'm gonna get my entire squad killed here, because my commissar is gonna execute me, but I really wanna hunt down and deal with that truck. Yeah, this was a mistake, because I'm just gonna get killed by the commissar now. Yep. I don't know where the truck went. I don't know where the truck went. Where did the truck go? Because technically, Kamala wasn't voted to be a presidential candidate for the Democrats. That was supposed to be, you know, that was supposed to be Biden. Interesting. Yeah, that was stupid, buddy. Oh, those bullets looked like they were coming from behind me, so I didn't react for some retarded reason. Nobody's building a rally point, so I guess that's gonna be my job. I suppose they're gonna have to do it during the Democratic convention, I guess. I'm sure there are some sort of rules in place here. But it's gonna have to be Kamala, I think. I don't really think there are any other real options, just from a realistic perspective. They are going to have to throw somebody under the bus, and, Kamala is the person least likely to do any damage to the bus as she is thrown underneath it. Also, video game, why are you being gay with me? I'm pretty sure I could... There we go. Okay, that's a retarded position to build a spawn point, but the video game is apparently determined that it is the only spot in which I am allowed to build a spawn point. I'm 83 meters away. I should have plenty of space, but oh. I'll sandbag it up a little bit at least, make it pseudo-protected.
Calling in artillery!
Boy, that is...
Artillery! Fire!
That is not very protected, but it'll be as good as it gets. And yeah, they should just turn it into a virtue signal, basically. Like, black presidential candidate, try to ride a little bit on that Bama Mama train. Maybe get Big Mike as VP, because she could just shrug and be like, not my fault. But next time, I'll run for real, and then, there I'll become president. And you know what? She might even have a halfway decent shot, just because of the legacy of her husbando. Do not underestimate Big Mike. I think, Big Mike could be an interesting candidate. Oh, god, yeah. I hate this map. I hate all maps like this with this much foliage, because This game has the exact same problem as War Thunder, where if you simply turn down the graphics, you don't see any of the foliage, and that everybody else sees. I hate every one of the island maps for that. It's like, oi, you can't see shit, but your enemy can.
The enemy is rushing the control point.
And of course, the simple fact that the AI don't actually have any, you know, reaction towards cover. They just simply see a target and then roll dice to kill it. Let's see. A little smattering there. Destroyed an APC and a vehicle crew. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's a friendly tank down there too somewhere. Oh, is that... Well, whatever it is, it's dying, so I don't really need to worry that much about it. I'll try and sneak it outside. Oh, we've still got the dude on the 20 mil, probably camping down there, I guess. Yep. AI gunner is... Okay, so no air today. Let's screw him out of a kill at least. Maybe. Front. Ah, there we go. Okay. And you have successfully landed. It's always nice to screw somebody out of a little bit of extra points, you know? Skullthrone 888. I also love how Joe's out 1 week after allegedly failing in Minecraft. Now, see, the interesting part is, of course, that really, technically, this should mean that he'd step down as president, too. Surely. Because, I mean, hey, if you're not in a position to be able to run for president, like if you are incapable of running for president, which is what he's saying, then surely you are also unfit for being president, right? You would think that the one would rather unavoidably follow the other, right? But no mentions of that. No mention of that, interestingly enough. Now, the M50 Rising is a terrible weapon. But it kind of sounds like a bolter. Alright, we are not going to run away from those guys because they're going to chase me down anyway, so we are going to sneak out 2 more kills out of his squad. The Raising is not a good weapon, but it sounds like a bolter, and you've got to respect any weapon that kind of sounds like a bolt gun, in my opinion, so I like having it on my pilots. Plus, it's extra insulting if you kill dudes in Tier 5 with a Tier 1 submachine gun as a pilot, as they know at that point, you're just milking them for an extra 60, 70 points. It makes people upset, and making people upset is how you win video games. It's true.
We need artillery.
Roger that. Fire.
693 points, third point. Yeah, we're not doing great by any stretch of the imagination. See, normally here I would be tempted to try and set up a heavy machine gun position. In fact, have I ever put one up here? This might be a cute position for an experiment. But normally I would recommend against doing anything like this in a game like this, where you're going to be up against a team of 98% sweaty tryhards, because that is the only way that the Japanese can do anything, of course, by sweating harder than everybody else. And yes, Dickel. Line of sight here. Hold on. Oh, come on, little bracing mechanism. Any Japanese up here? No. But the fact that there were Japanese up here indicates to me that there might be a Japanese spawn point up here. Let's go check it out. I think the Democrats should just take this as an opportunity to just, you know, push their agenda a little bit. You know, they already know they've lost, so take the L and see what you can do with the L instead. You know, solidify your reputation, basically. Why not? Why not? If you already know you're going to lose, might as well try to make it into at least a propaganda victory, right? Ah, the Johnson. Never used this thing before. Got distracted by a fucking thing up there. Right, so he's gonna camp that corner now. But he camped too hard and got killed by my AI. Wow, that's mildly embarrassing. Especially considering how terrible the AI in this game is. M2. Not at all a bad little gun. Thank you, ally. If you couldn't tell already, I am on your team. Please stop setting fire to me, if at all possible. Well, somehow I managed to kill him with the shotgun at that range. Okay, we're getting lucky with the shotgun today. Good, good. Oh, hello there, tank. Let me just, you know, don't mind me. I'm just gonna go in here and, you know, kill that guy. That's fine. Oh, boy. Do we still have the point? We do! Nice, okay. Well, I've mined the shit out of this, so... Do you want to try to go for the tank? That's probably a bad idea. I'd wager they have a spawn point up here if they know what they're doing, but... You never know. Yep, they've mined it. I can't wait for the changes to mines, by the way. They announced that they would be doing, mine changes, and my god, I cannot wait. I unironically cannot wait. Because that has got to be one of the least satisfying ways to die. Like, oh hey, you moved! You're dead! Oh. Did I have any... Did I have some, I don't know, warning for that? No. Okay, like, is there a way to, like, you know, detect mines? No. Oh. Okay. Can I have a minesweeper or something? No. Oh. Also, that is the Hori. The Hori is great. Okay, it's not in a good position here, though. Okay, so the guy is paying attention. He is moving. Yep, he's just running away, and he has so much armor that there's basically no way that we can kill it easily. Unless he gets stuck, in which case there might be an opportunity. Now notice how the rear end of the Hori there actually opens up. Okay, I just passed my explosive device directly through it somehow. Okay. See, I was aiming for the gap there, because the Hori, if it tilts its gun down, the gun deck will actually lift up to such an extent that you can shoot into the fighting compartment. Which is a remarkably big design flaw. Oh, Jesus, okay.
Just die already.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, can I get it still? God, no. Fighting against the Japanese is such a fucking pain in the butt, because you are going to be fighting against people who are trying very hard. And to be fair, you know, as the Japanese, you either try really hard or you lose every match you're playing. But man, it does make playing the Americans just a sad and disgusting little exercise in pain and futility sometimes. Right, might as well join the cancer brigade and bomb every single doorway in this house so that whomever comes in here next will have to scream and be just as annoyed as I am whenever I step on a personnel mine. I have learned after many, many years that the best way to deal with cancerous, stupid things and poor gameplay mechanisms like the AP mines is not to whine about it, is to simply just use them constantly, all the time. Now, what will be interesting, though, is let's assume now that the Democrats are going to be clever about this, and they're going to try and make this into as much of a PR victory as they can, which is the only thing they can really do. Well, the only thing they can do right now is to go for the, like, moral victory, basically. What they should really do is they should... Was that an artillery shell, or was that a tank camping? Probably a tank camping, I wager. Nope, artillery. Wow, so I just got very lucky there. Lovely. I just got very, very lucky. What they should do is they should try and prepare Camilla as little as possible, frankly. She needs to... Okay, that was straight through a fucking wall, but very well. It's enlisted. Massive server lag is expected in this video game. Okay, sir. There's a spawn point over there, which I would very much so like to take out if at all possible, but... I'm going to have to fight my way through multiple full squads to do it, which is not necessarily going to be easy. Might still be worth an attempt, though. They're probably rushing my spawn point, I'd wager. They should make it appear as if Kamala is just being brutalized by Trump. They should try to make it seem like he's beating up a woman. And yeah, they didn't. And there's a tank there, yep. So they're trying to block me going for their spawn point every way they can, which is, of course, exactly what they should do. God, I hate being up against competent teams. And my AT gunner just didn't actually follow up on me. Let's see if I can... Unfortunately, he does know exactly where the gray zone is, and he's placed himself just within it. Okay, that's a 120mm naval gun. Yep. Okay, so he's mostly knocked out, but not completely. Damn it. Spray and pray moment. Engender a little bit of sympathy. That's what they should be doing. Trying to get whatever sympathy they can out of it. They're probably flanking a lot, so let's try and counter-flank. We've actually got them down to 250 points, which is better than I would be expecting right about now. So let's try and keep it going. Yep, I was about to say, I would expect there to be a spawn point in here. Hello, sir. And indeed there is. Normally I would spike that, but I'm in a hurry. Okay, video game. It's like, you're in, you're out, you're in, you're out. Video game, I hate how you don't work half the time. Ah, anti-personnel mines. See, they're starting to reach the objective. Unfortunate. I prefer the hay rifle over the M2. which I'm kind of surprised by. Oh, we've got people behind us. Yep, and in front of us, and yeah, they've already set up on all the points. Yep. Okay, at this point, it's all about just rushing onto the point, dying, and rushing onto the point again. Just cost the Japanese as many tickets as possible. We are playing as the Japanese now. So let's make this objective as thorny as at all conceivably possible. Ah, okay, we've got a bot aimer as he's shooting people through walls. Good. Whatever you can do to win sympathy would be advantageous. Because at this point, you are not contesting the... Okay, sure, fine. You are not contesting this election. This election is over. This election is Joever. What you are contesting is the next election. Just like I'm very much so considering contesting the next victory point here rather than going on over there. But we are still on it, and they've only got 80 points left, so we're going to continue trying to contest it. Oh, that might be a mistake.
Calling in artillery!
Copy. Confirming fire.
Definitely a mistake. Okay. Alright, if we're going to go this direction... Right. 205 points. Yeah... We need to stop them on that point, otherwise I don't think we stand a chance. Because the last point on this map, I don't think I've ever seen it successfully defended. It's a very, very, very bad point. Oh, it's an AA gun? Okay, sure. Well, the Johnson has a very satisfying sound, like flap, 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 flap. It's got terrible sights, which is what I've pretty much come to expect from all American weapons. Nice. 3 shots in the back of the head, and it's like, oh, well, you know, that didn't actually do any damage. So it performs the same way that I expect a American weapon to do. And judging by the fact that there was already a 20 mil there, I'm pretty sure that there's still a guy camping on the AA gun, but all I really need now is to kill like 1 or 2 more reinforcement waves, and we're actually maybe got this in the bag, so... 2 kills, not good enough. Sentinel Rex. The plan was for Joe to drop out before the delegates vote him out. It lets him walk away with whatever dignity he can before he suffers the embarrassment this race is over. Oh yeah, absolutely. This is a move intended to shield Biden from getting her humiliated, in essence, as that was the only other option for him to be probably voted out. Although I would also say that it was entirely possible for him to be re-elected with them just writing off the election. I would have been surprised if they'd done that, simply because it would come out of as fucking elder abuse at that point. Again, this is not a presidential race anymore. This is an optics battle. That is all this is. And 30 points, wow, we might actually pull this off. Largely thanks to the Nordace, actually. 11,000 points, Jesus Christ, buddy. 19 vehicle kills, my god, he's had a fucking amazing game. Very good job, Nordace, very good job. And the Democrats can still win some optics victories here. That is still possible. That's probably a... yeah, it's friendly. That's better. 6 kills. That's basically a squad, which is another 10, 12 points off their counter. Very nice. Somehow we've actually pulled off a victory here as the guy who's been camping that same AA gun the whole game. Oh, no, it's an aircraft this time. Okay. Right, well, I'm going to take it vertical because I do have a better engine than him. This is always a risk, of course, because it will give him excellent shots at me, but it will also force him to begin stalling out. Let's see, did I take any? I did. I take flaps damage. That kind of sucks, because that means I could have otherwise perhaps probably gotten around on him there. Right, so there we... Oh, he ran into the... Yeah. I would have had him on the second turn around there, because you can see he was already losing momentum, so if he tried to follow me in the vertical again, he would have stalled out and I can have picked them off. But he got too close to the guns on the ships, and that did not become a problem. Let's just make sure that nobody tries to get on top of that point. Let's put a 500-pound bomb on it to guard it. Nothing guards a point quite like 500 pounds of high explosives. And that dude on the AA gun is still on it. Wow, he's pretty much been sitting on that the whole game, I think. 10 seconds. Damn. That was a hard-fought little match right there. I would also say that this is an excellent opportunity to win the okay. Let's assume, actually for Sentinel Rex, what kind of grantees do you think they gave him for him to concede? He wouldn't have done so willingly other than what I mentioned before. Or guarantees, I presume.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
I think at his point, like, he's too old at this point. I figured they'd just be like, okay, we're gonna make sure the charges against your son continue to disappear slowly but surely into the middle of nowhere. We're gonna drag that out for another few years before trying to give him another plea deal where he'll get a slap on the wrist at worst, and immunity, of course. And we're not gonna dig into your past or anything. And I also think that he knew that he didn't have any support. They probably also just, because they probably talked to him first, like, hey, Joe, step down, Joe. And he was like, no, nappy time. And then they had to pull the threat card, like, okay, if you don't step down, we're just going to vote you out. Like, look here, we've got the delegates, we've got the votes. We can just get rid of you if you don't want to do this gracefully. And they could have. They almost certainly could have. And let's assume that the Democrats, because here's the thing, the Democrats aren't going to view this as a defeat. They're not going to see this as a loss on their policy or their positions or anything the last few years. They're going to view this as a, oh, he got shot, therefore we didn't win, therefore we haven't done anything wrong. I don't think this will introduce any amount of introspection whatsoever to the Democratic Party. Absolutely none. Zero, zip, nilch, null. Which means they'll probably double down on their progressive takes. Which is also, again, why going full in and running like 2 women, or even better, 2 black women, would be the play here. It would absolutely be the play here. Like, make the most progressive ticket you have ever seen so that you can move on into the next election cycle with that in the back pocket, you know? Bring aboard all of the desperate leftists, because right now, there's a lot of people like Cenk and Vosh who are looking at the political race and going, I'm not really satisfied with Joe Biden, but I have to back him because Trump is evil. And they're having an existential crisis right now, as demonstrated by Destiny flying off the fucking handle, as in Destiny's mind, Trump is Hitler, all right? He's the worst thing ever. He's going to get back into office, and the Sturmtruppen are going to hit the streets, just like the first time. That was the entire narrative around his first 4 years. He was going to get into power, and the trans-genocide would commence. Prison camps on every street corner, yada, yada, yada. Never happened, but it's not like they care. It's not like the left has much in a... Did you? It's not like the left cares about hypocrisy or reality or any other metric like that. So they're not going to give a shit that it didn't happen the first time and is thus unlikely to happen the second time. I was like, give me a second. There we are. I realized my room was really, really warm and that the chocolate bar, heaped haphazardly upon my desk, was beginning to melt, so I need to put it in the fridge. This would allow all of those progressives to leap onto something else, something positive, and go like, oh, this is actually good, it's better than Joe Biden, etc. So that they can try and rally the left for another attempt the next turn around. Now, whether or not that's the correct theory is a good question. Because, I don't know, like, the progressive left is already falling dramatically in power now. In 4 years' time, I'm not sure if there'll be anything but the tattered remnants of progressivism left. Which is not what you want to tie your ship to, really. But even if that happens, the Democrats can simply just pivot away, expecting the progressives to remain loyal because they have no other choice, in essence, having radicalized themselves thoroughly into a corner, and then instead beginning the long and very slow slog of attempting to compete with the Republicans for the conservative vote again. What is wrong with you now, Enlisted? Why are you not... I might have to restart the damn thing, as it's finding a match and then apparently not doing anything. Oh, good. I see the Steam release has been a tremendous success this time around. And it does it again. Okay, right. Lovely. Let's try restarting Enlisted then. Dumb little video game, dumb. At least they made it so that you can actually link your account this time around, so that, you know, Steam and Enlisted the launcher is on the same level. That's something. It is better than the recent version they've released, which they pulled from the market after, what, less than a week, I think? That was not their best foot forward. Well, at least this is better, although it clearly is not quite perfect just yet. Alright, let's try again. Ruster 0. Remember, it's not over until the fat man sings. Nowadays, just to point out, most people jump down to BR13 to SEAL Club. Wouldn't surprise me. Would not surprise me at all. But I'm surprised it just, like, closes, though. Maybe we'll have to do some Soviets. Making SEAL Club Soviets. Okay, if it crashes again, I'll try to change it to any on the server search thingy. So nice of them to allow me to use my old account as critical. Yes, I know. How kind. But bear you in mind, only for a limited period of time. They actually announced this, that they would only allow you to, like, tie your account up to Steam for a while. Until apparently technical difficulties made that impossible. I don't know what kind of technical difficulties there would be. There we go. What kind of technical difficulties there would be in just, you know, linking a Steam account, but apparently that was really hard. I don't know how they did it now, and I don't know why they suddenly apparently can't do it anymore, but that is supposedly what's going on. I don't believe them when they say this at all, but hey, you know, it's an excuse as good as any. I think the reason is because they want to split the audience. They want to have the new people over on Steam, probably so that they can run like Steam sales and stuff, whilst allowing the people on the launcher, or disallowing more correctly, the people on the launcher to get access to a lot of those, because the Steam sales are often deep discounts. They're probably hoping that the people who already are invested in the game will continue to purchase the sale thingies on the Enlisted price point, which is ridiculous, by the way. They charge you a truly absurd quantity of money for the most basic bitch nonsense, and then they can double dip into the Steam market with some sales. I genuinely believe that's probably their idea here, and it's kind of a disgusting one, but, you know, it's Gaijin and it's Darkflow, and both of them have a bit of a tendency to be disgusting companies, so make of that what you will. Can I somehow... I can! Lovely. Let me just squiggle this one in right here. Why are there general and up-ranked people in Tier 1 battles? Oh. Because they've probably figured out that this is a good opportunity to get a little bit of extra points. Easy breezy. I see most of my squad got itself murdered whilst I wasn't looking. Brilliant, brilliant. That was a German. I should have shot him in the back, but I didn't, which is dumb of me. Ah, there's no window overlooking the control point here. That's retarded, and I hate it. The M2, honestly, okay, the M2 Stinger is a ridiculous weapon. It has a 1,200 rounds per minute rate of fire, which is legitimately a joke. It is absurd. It's an MG42 firing 50 cal bullets. It's actually ridiculous. And it is pinpoint accurate. I mean, look at the bullet stream from this weapon. Look at this. The bullet stream barely moves. The only, like, sway you get is practically in the sway of the actual, like, gun. Like, the recoil causes a bit of sway. It is such a dumb gun. It is such an OP gun, and it's an even better 30 cal. The 30 cal was already overpowered as ever living shit, and this is just that, but a little bit better. The only conceivable downside, by the way, of this weapon is basically... Oh god, the fucking ammo capacity too. Is that it technically only has 2 cans of ammo that you can carry with you, but, you know, you just put down an ammo point and that's no longer a problem, really. And the fact that when you're firing it, it's very easy to see where you are because of the long, uninterrupted, massive stream of bullets being shot out of the gun. See, I kind of want that first point to fall, actually, because it's not actually very easy to defend. But hey, making them bleed a little bit before it falls is, God, this thing is so fucking stupid. Aiming? What's that? Who cares? Aiming is for other people, not for Americans. Aiming is for other nations, not America. Not the US of A. Yeah, I think the Democratic Party is doing the right thing in eating Biden right out of the way, and putting in a more progressive candidate, hoping to cement their progressive base. Whether or not that will be effective in the long term, I don't think so. I think it will be detrimental to them in the long term, but they're not really thinking long term right now. They're in panic mode right now. I pretty much guarantee it. They're in a, oh god, we've lost the election. What do we do? Get ready for the next one. How do we get ready for the next one? We shore up our easiest to please base. Okay. Makes sense. Aiming is for other people. See, again, this is actually a slight disadvantage, because with most other machine guns, I would actually have enough sway, I would have enough scatter, basically, to actually, like, cover that area with bullets. Whereas with the M2, it's so accurate that I don't actually get that area denial effect. I'm basically a laser gun. That's what the M2 is. It's a long, continuous, consistent laser weapon that just creates like a beam of deadly energy in front of it. Nobody knows how the Americans managed to invent this shit in the 1940s, but as you can quite clearly tell, they did manage. Oh, somebody finally decided to go around and flank, huh? Okay. Seriously, AI? Seriously, you broke covered... Oh, God, the AI in this game. The AI breaks cover in the precise moment that an enemy actually materializes so as to run out in front of aforementioned enemy and get itself killed. Yeah, I should have just kept camping the doorway there. The AI deliberately just wants to die. I swear to God, the AI actually just wants to expire. That is what the AI desires, and that is occasionally what the AI gets. Hi there. Oh no. 750 points? We did okay. Guess for the wrong window. And killed by a tank. Well, I'm stuck in the middle of a fucking road between a dude sitting in a window, giving me a very small target and a panther, so not a good position to be in. You never know. He might get lucky. Might as well see if we can sneak a couple more kills of unexpected Germans running by, thinking that the coast is now nice and clear.
Don't let the enemy fortify their position.
Yeah, don't let the enemy fortify their position. On the point that you now literally mechanically cannot recapture. That would be terrible. That would be absolutely awful, in fact. And I'm not a massive fan of the of this carbine here. Is it a carbine? I guess it's sort of a carbine. Oh, another nice little point of server lag as I died before he actually fired the gun there. And there we go, paratroopers. That's gay. Enemy paratroopers? No, friendly paratroopers. Okay. Damn it, we are not supposed to be losing that point already. That's a little bit too quick. Come now. Gotta make the body... Ooh, hello. How on God's good earth did that all miss? I don't know, but it did, apparently. Right, first priority... Place gift for the good little boys, as the Germans have already done.
Defend!
How on God's... Sometimes I don't know how this weapon works. This weapon has a strange sort of difficult to judge pseudo-accuracy. On the bright side, it is an automatic self-loading rifle, which is good. On the other hand, I swear to God, its bullets seems to just exit the gun in weird and interesting directions on many, many, many occasions. Right. Let's begin fortifying this point a little bit before we move on to anyone else. Yeah.
The enemy is rushing the control point.
Need cover!
I thought they said that they'd nerfed the HE against buildings. I think they lied to me. Alright, so there's a tank camping over there. I'd like to get in an aircraft to deal with it, but no aircraft's available, sadly. Actually, is there a camp? Is there a camp? Is there a tank camping this side? If not, it might be a good idea to set up right here and wait for Germans to pass by. Kind of like these guys right now, yeah. Kind of like those. Kind of like those guys. Kind of like those guys right there. Or that guy right there. Yes, yes, yes. Now, if I was them, I would be flanking right about now, so... Yep, there we go. Hello.
Defend that point!
Alright, let's just move on over here. And hi! Yeah, no, I expected that to happen, my buddy bro. I did indeed expect that, which is why I placed lots of little anti-personnel mines right there. Oh, but unfortunately there's more than one player coming for me. 2, 3? Wait. A fucking spawn point. Damn it. Too many there. Okay, so there were 3 squads pushing in over there. Okay, okay. 1 versus 3. I like those odds. Not necessarily a bad thing. Plus, knocking out a spawn point is very, very, very valuable, of course. Alright, never mind that. We're not going to defend the point. That's dumb. Don't worry about defending the points.
All right, at any cost!
Oh, God, I love the tier 2 flamethrower. There you go. Worry about the spawn point. Okay, I don't care if I die. I'm just gonna destroy the spawn points. There we go. Whoa, hello. Sorry about that, buddy. That was very clearly your AI fucking you very hard, very roughly. I know it. I hate it. I don't like when that happens to me either, but, you know. Didn't happen to me this time, so I'm less upset about it. A lot of Germans right there, buddy. lot of Germans there. 10 bullets left. Okay. Anybody want to feed the flamethrower? Oh, interesting. Oh, the flamethrower does Adam. Oh, shit. All right. Well, I have a knife. Yeah. Problem with high-tech weaponry is that they don't really, they don't carry as much ammunition, tragically. Hello. Any more spawn points over here? No? 325 points, we're doing pretty well. I'm too sweaty now, it's too warm in my room. I can feel the sweat begin to drip down my mouse. I don't like it, I find it uncomfortable. How? How, Little Johnson? How do you betray me so much? How do you betray me so much and then do so well directly afterwards? I don't understand what you want from me, Little Johnson. I don't get you. I don't understand, Little Johnson. I don't know why you do this to me. Help. I just don't understand the Johnson. It's so mean. It's such a mean, cruel, coquettish little guy. Only 2 guys? Yeah. I was kind of hoping that since they'd been storming down their hole this game, then we'd get a bit more of a meaty impact there. But hey, two dead Germans are 2 dead Germans, I guess. Arch, why not play games with Vara Duck? She's a boss at FPS games. Maybe, why not? But this is a grindy game, though. I don't want to get people dragged into grindy games. It's cruel and unusual. The Johnson does have performance issues. You're correct, Chad. I am fucking old Johnson. Yeah, the old Johnson. The Johnson.
The enemy is rushing the control.
I'm not a fan of the Johnson. Like I was a fan of the Johnson. You're friendly. I was like, I think you just killed a German tank, so I'm pretty sure you're not a. Marcus Predator and Herr Undmeister. Zingoy and Nordes are carrying Draconis yet again. Draconis just calls in bombers. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, that's enemy aircraft. Yep. Yeah. I can't be bothered doing the little. Should have been paying more attention, my own fault. I wish they would implement, like, the full... You know what they actually... Okay, right. What they should do in this game. Because air power... It can be a bit too OP in this game. It can be way too easy sometimes. Hi. Well... laying on the ground, camouflaged by a corpse. I'm pretty sure that's against the Geneva Convention or something. If it isn't, I sure as hell feel like it should be against the Geneva Convention. Is there a German over there? No, there's a German directly behind me. Right, there are multiple Germans directly behind me. What was I on about? Oh, yes. I do think that air power in this game can be a little bit too good. Definitely can be a little bit too good. Damn it. behind me, of course. Is that a double-decker? Interesting. What they should do, they should just implement the full, like, at least, if not sim controls, then at least realistic controls from War Thunder. Like, the best way to make air power less dominant is, quite simply, to make it difficult to fly. If you make it require skill to fly, then you won't have... That's a flamethrower. In a house. Which is always kind of sucky. M2. Such a fair and balanced weapon. Sniper. Yep. Now that we've got an opportunity to do so, we might as well dump down the... Okay, so there's a sniper aiming at the outside of this place. That is good and smart for them, so I kind of don't want to stick my head out any of the front-facing windows, if at all possible. Although it doesn't look like I'm going to have a choice. Oh, well, we've won in 13 seconds, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Making it difficult to fly is the best way to nerf air power. Don't make the air power less good, just make it hard to fly. More player AA? Nah, I don't think that's the solution, because we used to have... Oh god, we used to have the most ridiculous player AA. The old fucking quad 20mm AA guns? Oh, they were just retarded. Actually... Is the 20 rifle better, I wonder? I should, let me... No, not that. Let me actually pick up the T20E, which I'm pretty sure is, yes, the T20 rifle. Let me actually pick up that thing, since I'm overflowing with fucking orders anyway. And try out that, if it's worth it to maybe upgrade to the T20 over the M2 carbine. Because the AA just made it impossible to fly, basically. Like, the quad flak feelings, it just made it impossible to be a pilot. If somebody placed one of those things down and just decided to be gay, there was no air gameplay whatsoever. Everything was a one-way trip. And so it was either air being completely dominant, or there being no air. And... the problem, too, is, if you've got a dude doing that, he has to camp that gun the entire game. Which basically means that one team is going to be a player down, in essence. As the pilot was going to go for one run and go like, oh, okay, there's an AA gun there, I'm not going to bother. Oh, this map. Actually, I would like to make a spawn point here. And there was also a time, of course, when the AA guns had a little bit too much dip in them, where people could use them as anti-infantry weapons. That was interesting. People even try to do that now. There are still a couple of maps with, like, clever dints, where you can just fit an AA gun in such a way that you can shoot at infantry. That's cancer. That's just actually a little bit cancerous there, right there. There used to be a lot more of those, and I'm glad they've gotten rid of a lot of them, because, yeah, getting your entire squad just instantaneously fucking Cheetoed at a kilometer's distance by quad 20 mils was not necessarily the most fun and engaging gameplay experience ever, I will say. We're probably too far away from the point where anyone can actually attack this, but we'll punk down a little... Can I see the point from here? I don't think I can I? Nah. Alright, let's hope I don't get killed before I get an opportunity to test out the T20 rifle. Also, I do have...
artillery!
A brand new fancy-ass rocket artillery now, so let's wait until that artillery is done firing.
Artillery, fire!
And then we'll place another round on the point. 20 round magazine. Immediately that triggers me a little bit. Now, this is close enough to the point where there could be some counter-attack options. So let's put down a couple bouncing Bettys. Oh. Okay. He's behind the truck. That's not bad.
Our team started capturing a control point.
Yeah, this is, well, it's not terrible, actually. It feels a little bit like the Hay automatic rifle, actually, in a weird way. Maybe I should take the upgrade. Should have listened to the 20. Oh, we took the point already. Oh, that was quick. That was indeed quick. Quicker than expected. Only 26 seconds till we can do artillery again, but I think that's... This point is a house, isn't it? Ooh. I hear a tank, and I don't have any anti-tank people in my squad. Ooh, wide flanky tanky. Okay.
Artillery! Fire at the square!
He's gonna fire
We need
there.
artillery!
Copy.
I'll gonna fire behind.
Fire.
Alright, let's go tank hunting. When was he taken out, maybe?
Our forces are taking control point.
Alright, damn. Well, at least I got a spawn point or something. And then I'm killed by artillery. This is going to be one of those matches where I really should just be getting into the action, because otherwise we just overrun the enemy before anything happens. Please, little buildy person, could you health kit yourself? There you go, thank you. As I should build a spawn point here. Yes, being too passive, everybody else is going to take all my points from me. Do I not have a... Little bouncing Betty there. Okay. Did I actually place that, or is it just bugging? Oh. Yeah, right, well.
Regroup on me!
Let's actually go and do some fighting. Anybody in here? No? Alright, we've got Germans.
All right, Eddie! I need cover, reloading!
Never do what I'm doing right now, by the way.
Regroup! Artillery! Fire at the square!
It's not actually
Calling in artillery!
very smart, because your AI is not going to be able to follow you when you start jumping over obstacles like this. Okay, damn. It does have a lot of bounce to it, doesn't it? A lot of jumpy recoil. A lot of jumpy ass recoil. It also does devour bullets like nobody's business, which is why I just died, because I had 5 bullets left, he had a magazine left. I kind of wanted your gun, though, but... Ah. Get that instead. Oh, that's a tank. Okay, never mind. Annoying. Okay, that kind of turned me off it again. That was way too much recoil. Way too much recoil. That was way too much recoil. And that makes it kind of useless at medium to long range, because since it's only got 12.7 damage, you need at least 2, usually 3 hits on an enemy, which means you're gonna need to be pretty close to make it really effective. I saw that tank over there somewhere. And yeah, Chad, that is definitely a lot of recoil. Like, you should see stuff, like, you saw the M2, the heavy machine gun. You saw how little recoil that had. In fact, it had basically no recoil. Oh, come on. He hit me once and he got me on fire. Ugh, annoying. Okay. I don't think I'll be able to even deny him a kill here, because when you get on fire in this game, your aircraft just fucking combusts. Like, it... yeah, see? Ah, damn it. See, normally, fire requires spreading throughout a vehicle. Not in this game. In this game, once you're on fire, your entire aircraft is just a flaming ball instantaneously. And so even setting down is, basically impossible. See this? This is me firing a 50 caliber machine gun, standing whilst completely unbraced. See what I mean? See, the T-20 actually has a lot of kick for this game. That was behind me, wasn't it? I think it was. Yep, it was.
Our team started capturing a control point.
There you go. From the hip, 50 cal. 1,200 rounds per minute. Completely unbraced hip firing. Right, I am not gonna have enough time to reload this fucking thing. Actually, I am. That's a 50 cal. That is actually a modified aircraft machine gun right there. That is a modified aircraft 50 cal. Yeah, now I'm leaning way more towards the little M2 carbine again. Server lag. Oh no, that was a car 1988. 98, okay. There we go. Oh, hi there. That's a lot of Germans.
Our boys are capturing the position.
Ooh. See, that extra 10... Oh. Dumbass. Never go around and expect your enemy to be in the same position twice. Not that I don't do that all the time myself, mind you, because I too am a dumbass on many occasions, but if you are going to be a good shooter of the FPSs, don't do that. I was kinda... oh, he was behind me, that was why. I was kinda hoping he'd try to rush after me so I could shoot him through the little hole there.
We've already captured half the enemy positions. Continue the assault.
We have captured half the enemy positions. This is, actually going a little bit too well. Cuban, the whole dev situation isn't because he made a joke, it's because he's stuck in debate mode for the last few months, and that's why he's so annoying as of late. That's why he won't admit mistakes at the moment. Now, I will say that that is definitely part of it. The fact that dev will not simply disengage is causing him a lot of grief. A lot of grief.
Artillery! Fire at the square!
Roger that.
Let's put it a little bit
Fire!
back. He does a thing, then he apologizes for the thing, then he does the thing again, and restarts the drama clock. I've told Dev this. Dev theoretically understands this, but Dev seems incapable of withdrawing foot from mouth. He seems to quite like it where it is right now.
Boys are capturing the position.
He seems to enjoy his foot exactly what it is. Oh, too long range. Oh God, Johnson, I do hate you. I do fucking I hate the Johnson. I'm very glad I completely skipped the Johnson, completely and utterly, because it's a bad gun. Also, you didn't see me there, which is unfortunate for you.
I need cover!
Oh
Reloading!
boy. God, it's just a bad gun. It's just a very bad gun.
Our men are capturing.
It's just a very, very, very bad weapon all across. It's just a very bad weapon. It's got a weird accuracy thing to it, which I'm almost tempted to think is a bug, because I've used a lot of semi-automatic rifles in this game, the Japanese one extensively, and all of them feel more reliable. Now, the Johnson LMG is better. The Johnson LMG at least has a very satisfying sound when you fire it. Very satisfying sound. Oh, he also had a machine gun. Okay, so he's gonna sit there pointing in that direction. Ah, that's a tank. God fucking damn it, right. This is gonna be one of those games where I just can't find like a good way to engage, where I'm either not fighting or running into a tank, isn't it? Yes, it feels like it. It does really feel like it. That's a German. Why am I running directly towards the German? That's a good question. Do I want to climb through the window? I kinda... Well, that worked out better. Well, a nice moment of little server lag right there. Beautiful. Oh, no, this map is terrible for aircraft. Yeah, I hate the sight it has. It's got really weird sights. It's got a wonderful sound, and it's decently accurate too, and it's certainly a lot better than the bar. The bar is... I hate the bar. The bar is awful. Okay, we're gonna do a rush here with the flamethrower, see what we can get away with. Tank, of course. Right, so there's a tank sitting on the right, there's a tank sitting on the left. Air boys are not doing their job today.
Plenty more where that came.
Our forces are in position.
Air boys need to be doing better. They need to be killing the tanks quicker. And again, on this map, it is kind of
My magazine's empty. Reloading.
annoying. Oh, okay. I'm kind of hoping I could just, aim down. And now we camp doorways in the time-honored tradition of every first-person shooter ever invented. And then we miss the first few shots because we're not paying attention. And he's probably got... yeah, I can see what's going to happen here. Yep. Yeah, that is pretty much exactly what I was expecting was going to happen there. Actually, I was expecting he would get stuck on the railing in front of me and kill me. That was what I was actually expecting to happen there. So, hey, it's nice that at least that didn't happen, but... See, once you throw the sticky bomb, I mean, it is a sticky bomb. Once you throw the detonation pack, it's a sticky bomb. It will just fasten itself to things it hits, except tanks, weirdly enough. Tanks, it will bounce off. Tanks, it will roll under. Tanks, it will actually slip and slide in such a way as to reduce the effectiveness of its explosive. But anything else, like a railing or something, oh yeah, it'll stick to it like fucking glue. Ooh, that's a king tiger too, huh? Alright, let's mark it at least for the flyboys.
Reloading!
Yeah, I think I prefer the M2 carbine actually. Why the USA celebrate? Oh, we are celebrating that Joe Biden is no longer fit to be president of the United States of America. That was a nice bit of hip shooting right there. My dude, why do you keep running your dudes right out in front of me like that? You know I'm here by now. Well, not that I'm complaining, of course. Behind me. But weirdly enough, despite not being, you know, mentally qualified to be president or run for president, he will, I'm sure, remain president for the remainder of his term. Seems like a contradiction that, again, you're not mentally fit enough to run for president, but you're mentally fit enough to remain president, but hey.
We need artillery support!
Copy! Artillery!
What do I know? Goddamn ammo. Tank. Ah, this really is one of those games. This really, really is one of those games. Yeah, we won at least, but I felt like I did nothing in that game except running into tanks. Tragic. Very tragic. Very, very tragic. You know, I'm tempted to dip into, like, super low tier and see what the normies are up to, but I feel like that would be cruel. I feel like that would be very cruel. I'm tempted, though. I'm very tempted. What's the battle rate? It's 2, is it? No, I'd have to set up a whole squad for it. No, it'd be mean. It'd be mean. We shan't do that. It'd be mean. Oh, I never use bombing runs, chat. I view bombing runs as practically actively sabotaging your own fucking team. I genuinely do. Because it clogs up the artillery forever. I like the rocket strike. I have not had any success with it at all so far, which I'm a bit annoyed by, but hey. Alex Adamson, the accuracy of the M2 is what tier booze the accuracy of the Bren gun is. I'm surprised the barrel doesn't melt after 75 or so rounds, which, same. But it's clearly made from some kind of undiscovered super American metal. I can only assume. Yeah, the M2 is way too good. But hey, to be fair, at least in tier 5, the Americans don't actually get that many good toys compared to previous tiers, you know. Their tank, the T90, what am I on about? The M26 Pershing. It's comparable to the King Tiger. It's not as good as the KT, but it's an answer to the KT, at least. You know, it's a comparable enough tank. The M2 Carbine is a comparable-ish gun to the Sturmgewehr, I would definitely take the STG over the M2 carbine any day of the week. The T20 feels like a weird sort of kind of side grade to the M20. It definitely doesn't feel better. And I haven't actually gotten the high-level Thompson yet, which I'll be working on now, because I was working on the tanks until I realized, man, there's a lot of tanks in between me and the M26, isn't there? Yes, there is. Oh, well, a little bit sad. A little bit sad. But I get why the Americans feel like the Tier 5 is a bit of a downgrade, because in every other tier, they've basically got the best guns around. Like the M1 Thompson, great gun. Their aircraft, always the best. Their tanks, amazing. The only really tier in which the Americans even mildly struggle with tanks is Tier 5. Like everything else, they're either dominating or at least comparable. Particularly compared to the poor Japanese. Oh god, the Jumbo. Oh, the Jumbo. Oh god, a disgusting tank. The Jumbo, pound for pound, is probably the most OP tank in the game, because they can come up against the Japanese. The Tier 4 ones, though. The Johnson, I don't like the Johnson. The Johnson LMG is cute, but the thing is, why would you invest in the Johnson LMG when you can just get the Browning? Because the Browning is so much better. Any prediction on Trump when he comes to office? Okay, so the Democrats right now are scared, and with a certain degree of reason, I do believe. Because, plant the explosives. Okay. That sounds like something that could be fun to do with rocket artillery, so let's do that. See, the issue with rocket artillery is, 1, 2, 3, is there 3? You virtually never get it off first, because people are always going to put the HE artillery down, strike down first, and then kind of clocked out of the rocket artillery. Let's see if I can... Right. Because they have not treated Trump well this campaign. They have not treated Trump well at all this campaign. In fact, they have treated Trump exceedingly poorly this campaign. And with the assassination attempt too, I feel as if Trump is probably going to be feeling a pinch...
Calling in artillery!
Vengeful. Yeah, even going as fast as I can, there's no chance you,
We need artillery!
get an artillery strike off or somebody places down the HE. Tempted to put down... Nah, it's not a very good line of sight. The assassination attempt might actually be the thing that could conceivably get Trump to go full crazy mode. It is the one thing that could actually potentially... Oh, God. But I really want to use my rocket artillery. I've unlocked it. I can't wait to use it, game. I'm just going to sit here and camp now until I can use it.
Calling in artillery!
Also, why do we only have one? I want to keep my rocket artillery. Please, rocket artillery.
We need artillery support!
Come on. I want rocket artillery. Rocket. Rocket.
Copy.
Yay, rocket. So the Democrats are nervous. This might make them do dumb shit. See, if I was the Democrats right now, I would probably calm down all of the rhetoric. I would probably just kick back and chill on all of the negativity. I would try to be seen as the party that rises above, basically. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on, that's... Oh, God. This game and its fucking server, like... It's like, I am in cover, but the video game is like, yeah, but you weren't in cover about 0.3 milliseconds ago, so, since you weren't in cover on his screen, we're gonna kill you. Try for the rise above. Try to make... That's a tank, isn't it? Try to make Trump seem unreasonable, basically. felt like we had support on that flank, but then all of it just kind of fucking evaporated. I have no luck with that squad, ever. I don't know why.
Our troops are setting the charge.
Alright, tank. Try not to run directly down the tank. Do we have a spawn point over here? Do we have a truck or something?
We're setting the bomb.
I wish you could see spawn points on the minimap. That would actually help quite a lot in determining whether or not we need a spawn point here, or if we don't need a spawn point here. As right now, I don't actually know. Okay, so we've got at least one person dedicated to pushing down this flank, so let's put down a little surprise, and that's a King Tiger, which means there is absolutely nothing I can do to deal with it whatsoever. The KT is straight up, unironically, literally immune to practically every weapon in the book. The bazooka does nothing. The 500-pound bomb only does something if you land it, like, directly on top of the damn thing. Straight through the wall. Hello there, AI. There is no counterplay to the King Tiger, so let's try and get an aircraft and deal with it. Otherwise, that flank is going to be a nightmare and a half. See, normally when I see a tank, I would like to go hunt that tank. KT, not so much. He's heading towards the gray zone on the extreme left flank. I would very much so prefer it if he didn't get there. There he is. 500-pound bomb. Let's hope he doesn't react in time. He did not. Beautiful. Alright. One extremely annoying tank out of the way. Thank fuck for that. And an enemy aircraft as well, which is... Is it being engaged by a friendly? Yes, it is. Do I want to sit on its tail as well? Why are you firing your rockets at him? Okay, well, I'm faster, so I guess I'll try and deal with him before he manages to turn around and screw us over somehow. This feels a little kill-stealy, but if I can help it, I'd rather not have a Focke-Wulf up in the air with me. If at all possible. Right, there was another tank here, so... Oh, there it is. Okay. Did he get that? I was going to go for it, then I saw the stream of rockets, and I was like, okay, let's not double tap it. I hope they got it. So if they calm down the rhetoric, see, this is the thing. Trump is quite easy to flatter, is my impression. If they calm down the rhetoric, and they don't really attack him anymore, and they have a very conciliatory tone, I think Trump will actually forgive and forget surprisingly quickly, because I think Trump is a little bit too easy. So that is what I would do as the Democrats. If that happens, I think Trump is just going to do another 4 years as president, and they're going to be more or less like the four for the first 4, in my opinion. Damn it. Yeah. I hate head-ons. But at that point, it's like, okay, my enemy has already dedicated himself to heading on me, so it's... The question is, do you kill him as well, or do you just die? Well, I got an airplane kill out of it, so I'll take it for what it is. Ah, their tanks are really enjoying that grey line today, aren't they? Okay, well, he's in a bit of a derpy position. And they've got on an AA gun. Okay. Alright, well, I might get an air kill before the AA gun reloads and kills me with its radar homing ammunition. No, probably not. There's the AA gun again. Yep. There's not a whole lot of getting away from the radar-guided AA gun, because they get a perfect stream, a perfect indicator of where you're going. It requires remarkably little skill to use an anti-aircraft gun in this game. Hi there! Really? I'm pretty sure I shot you multiple times, but, oh. He's dead now.
Calling in artillery!
I hear incoming aircraft engine. But do not see aircraft. I hear tank engine. I expect to be blown apart by an HE shell.
Artillery! Fire!
Roger that.
Very soon, but it did not happen. The M2 machine gun, perfectly balanced, perfectly fair, nothing wrong with it whatsoever, and if you disagree, you're a bigot. You're a bigot against America, that's what you are. You're an America hater, that's what you are. And let's secure our ass. Now, sadly, with my engineer dead, I've only got, oh, and he's immediately coming up after me for revenge. Okay, well, I will let you run up those stairs for a bit then. Triggering all of my anti-personnel mines as you go. Any all Germans down there? No all Germans down there. Basically, I think the Trump presidency is either going to be a very good one, as in he will actually try to drain the swamp this time around, because of the efforts that the swamp have made to drain him, or it's going to be business as usual, and I fear it might be business as usual. I fear that for all of Trump's reputation for being oh so dangerous, I actually think him, largely, he's a giant kitty cat. Largely, I honestly think Trump is a giant kitty cat. Also. There's a spawn point behind us. Did we get him? Did we not get him? Okay. Right, well, we've got plenty of time, so I'm going to spike this one and move on. Right into another guy. Alright, so they're trying to set up on our flank. One more bomb down. And right there, the guy I just killed trying to respawn on his own spawn point, and his entire squad of 4 people was killed by the mine I just used to spike it with. Oh, we've got snipers also. Okay, fine. Well, I guess I'm going to be clearing the left-hand flank then. Fair enough. Always spike spawn points. Always. Seems like it's not very honorable to spike spawn points. Well, that's too fucking bad, isn't it? Also, always shoot after aircraft passing by as well. You'd be surprised how often you hit them. Did he immediately go back and rebuild his spawn? He did. Okay, well, I'm gonna immediately go back and respike it then, aren't I? Don't get me wrong, that's a good thing for me. as he... Oh, okay. Well, that's a sneaky place to be in, because I can't see him from either... Wow, that is an incredibly nice spot, because I can't actually see him from there. And I have no idea where the fuck he going now. Wow, okay. Oh, no, I think the AI got him. Yeah, the AI got him. That's a very nice spot. A very gay spot, but a very nice spot. Well, I got rid of the sniper on our flank.
Harris has a question.
And now I can go back to actually where the objective is, for a while. Sometimes the Johnson behaves. Not often, but sometimes.
Our allies are preparing an explosion. Defend the bomb.
Oh, this is not where I expected to pop up. What? I think somebody threw an impact grenade on the level above us and somehow killed me. Huh, very well. Hexy. Arch, did you not see Bad Faith Dev got community note on Twitter for Takeshi with an out-of-context clip? What a naughty little dev. I did, because he took it from a Destiny stream, which... Dev. Okay, don't let them disarm our charge. The dev joke is already that you're Devstiny, so... Why would you do such a silly thing to yourself? God damn it. We're not gonna get there in time, are we? No. Is it down here? No, it isn't. I did it done. Yes. Oh, I expected to jump over that. I guess not. Ah, well, at least my anti-personnel mine finds somebody to kill. So you can kinda... get there by going this way, sort of. Okay, a tard with a flamethrower is hurting me. Right, spike everything. Every entrance. Every approach. Mine. There. And that should be a pretty safe point. Get ready for the next one.
Calling in artillery!
Copy! Artillery! Fire!
And immediately on the next point. 750 points left. We're doing pretty well. Oh, the guy doing AA is camping way the fuck back there, huh? Yep, that's a dedicated AA player right there. So he probably built that at the opening of the map and just has been just sitting there trying to get AA kills this whole game in all likelihood. Alright, that's a little boy panzer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go away. Now, what I would like to see, so there was the idea about banning DEI in school. That is absolutely something that needs to be done. I think it was, what was it, did it actually go through? But it needs to be DEI, it needs to be banned in institutions. That's one of the first things that Trump needs to do when he becomes president again. Not just cut funding, but ban it. If you have DEI connections, then you should not be allowed to do government work. Straight up, they should just ban it. If you have DEI connections, you should be banned from government works. If you use Sweet Baby Ink, let's say, if you're on that list, you should be banned from government contracts. There needs to be a full war on diversity, equity, and inclusion. It needs to be rooted out within the US structures and within the institutions, within the government, within the schools. Anything and everything that Trump has a power to root it out of, he needs to try. A good old bit of active discrimination is absolutely necessary. Oh, God. I feel like I'm dying so much. I'm getting good kills, but I feel like I'm dying way too much, too. Don't bother aiming at the aircraft, by the way. Just, you know, throw a random spray in its direction. Occasionally you'll hit. And, because the damage model in this game is, highly suspect, shall we say, even just hitting an aircraft with just a pistol bullet, even, can actually deal serious damage to an aircraft. Okay. That was straight through the fucking wall, but alrighty-o. Okay, so we've got at least one guy who really, really enjoys going down the fire flanks. So we are going to put down some mines just for him. And there he is again, yep. Little flank boy. Again, somehow shot through solid cover. Lovely, lovely. I probably should concentrate more on putting down spawn points, honestly, but I've been fighting for the flanks this entire game, and it's been leading me to a lot of deaths, but it also led to us actually capturing all of the objectives. Oh, King Tiger. Alright, well. This squad is already dead, but at least I can try to scare the King Tiger. No, it's got an entire flank guarding it. Sorry, squad guarding its flank. Yes. Well, that squad was dead before it could even do anything. No, a KT and 2 to 3 squads of infantry. Right, yeah, let's not go down that side. Yeah, the only way we're getting this point, because they've got a good camp position now. On both sides, we're gonna need to try and... Oh, yep. And the moment the battle line moved, our dude camping the AA gun only moved his AA gun further back. I do have a special place in hell for people like that. I really do. Because I can't even go and deal with him, because he's that far in the gray zone. Alright. We are going to have to try and set up on their spawn positions. That's the only way we're going to be able to deal with this. If I can basically start intercepting their reinforcements.
Get back to the battlefield, soldier.
The Johnson does have a really, really weird sight. And there's the flanker. Let's go out and around. Can I even... Nope, I can't, because if I try to counterflank them, I will actually be executed by Das Kommissar for trying too hard to play the video game. Oh yeah, that's a whole squad. God damn. Too many explosions. Too much gun sway.
Die, you goddamn rat!
Okay, I've got one more little explosive there.
Setting the bomb.
I'm coming for you!
There, sit on their supply lines. Do what they're trying to do to us. Camp, camp, camp. Camp their flanks, make it hard to move. Bitch. Thank you for the weapon. I was running out of ammo.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Sniper STG, eh? Thanks. That is pretty much the ultimate flank camper weapon, so I appreciate it. I don't have a bouncing Betty on me, do I? I do. Okay, let's put that right there, then. Is it a gay thing to do? Oh god, yes. Would I rather not? Yes. Am I gonna do it? Oh, you better fucking believe it. Ah, they've broken out the noob tubes. The only thing worse. Oh. Hello there. Did you bring any friends? Yes, you did.
Allies are setting
Ah, damn it. Figured my allies would kill him before they got to me, but no.
explosives have been set.
Is there still a KT down there? Sujad, I don't envy you, Dev Conundrum. Dev is a friend, but he's becoming increasingly toxic. Which, I mean, yes. But, again, like I talked about on the ArchCast, I value friendship. I value loyalty to friends. And I value loyalty to friends more after having experienced the opposite myself. As when I first got into 40k, I tried to create a community of people around there where I tried to help people out, bring people on my channel, like expose them to my audience, be like, okay, we're all doing this, we're all doing YouTube, you're all smaller than me, let me help you. Not a single one of them backed me up. Not one. No one of them ever said thank you. No one of them was ever appreciative. Not one of them ever offered to do the same. Like, the entire Warhammer YouTube community, I don't think a single one of them is a good person. Not a one. Like, everybody else that I've met in the politics sphere, all of them have behaved completely differently. Like, when I go on Yellow Flash's podcast, for example, he doesn't even ask to come on mine, and when I offer the invitation, he's like, I'd love to, but, you know, you do it on Saturdays, and it's hard, and he's been trying to find a way around. Craig, as well. Craig from Side Scrollers. I asked him, hey, can you make room? And he's like, yeah, I'm going to make room to get on your podcast. Nobody on the political side that I've interacted with has ever behaved in the same way that the people from the Warhammer sphere has. Not a one of them. And that has made me appreciate those people a lot more. Which is why it is very difficult to disavow Dev, because Dev is friend. Dev hasn't done anything to betray me, and so I don't want to betray Dev either. No matter how much Dev tries to make Arch betray Dev. Unfortunate, unfortunate. Car for Ever 3 at Rakali, the most low effort and bad stream sniper. What, Rakali? See, the Kirishir thing, okay, right, to be fair here, Kirishir went after Dev first, right? I do want to make that clear, because apparently one of Dev's mods were starting some drama with Kirishir. I don't know enough about that to comment, but I then know that Kirishir went after Dev for the actions of his moderator, even though Dev was like, I don't control this person. And
fire is the answer.
I was even then contacted, like, hey, do you have dirt on Dev around this? I'm like, no. It's like, I've been told that Dev has told you lies. Like, can you confirm? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. As I genuinely hadn't heard anything like that from Dev. And if I had, then I would have happily leaked that. And then Dev was annoyed by Kirsche for coming after him, and Kirsche was annoyed with Dev, and that's drama spiraled until both seem to have dropped it, and now Dev goes after Kirsche. I don't know why Dev decided to do that. That seems like a dumb thing for Dev to do, as now Dev is the aggressor. Now Dev is the first time around, I would hold Dev completely unresponsible for it. I would say that he was not responsible for the drama at all, not instigated, merely defending himself. Completely in the right. Now, Kirsche is the one being attacked. Now, Kirsche is the one who's completely in the right, as Dev uses a Destiny clip of all fucking things, completely out of context, and not to mention, there is no comparison between... See, okay, there's an interesting thing, right? How does one define a joke? I know. This is one of those complicated things, because a joke implies, to me at least, a degree of levity, right? It implies that you are joking. There is an inherent promise there that you're not being serious, right? Like, what do you tell a woman with 2 black eyes? Nothing. She's already been told twice. The implication there isn't that you've just hit a woman twice and you're like, stupid bitch. The implication there is that you are joking. The punchline is that you are now pretending to be a horrible person for the sake of the punchline. Whereas what Destiny has been doing, I would not categorize as jokes, because he then goes on to go like, oh yeah, we need to start genociding conservatives. Like, okay. So when he says that, is he joking? And you look through his timeline and you see it over and over and over and over again. It's like, okay, I don't think that's a joke. I think that's malice at that point. I think he means it. And if he means it, he's not joking. Now, the problem with that, of course, is that, alright, aren't we treading into left-wing territory now? I remember the debate between Vorsch and Count Dankula, where Count Dankula basically said, I'm joking. That was his defense. I am a literal comedian. I am making a joke. I am not being serious. And Vorsch's attack was, well, I don't believe you. Okay. See, that is a potentially difficult situation to be in, because then how do you define the joke? How do you defend the joke? What do you put in a joke? I'm not entirely sure how I didn't kill that guy. I have no fucking clue, actually, how he didn't die there, but he didn't, and that annoys me tremendously. Oh. I know you're up there. Stabbing. Ah, corner camping, the ultimate cuck move. Well, buddy. Yeah. See, if you wanted to take out the bomb, you'd have to come down here, wouldn't you?
They're disarming our charge.
And boom. Get fucked, boy. Get fucked. Get stufferoodled, if you will. Yeah, so... Because what is my justification? Right, my justification is the same as Vorsch at that point. I don't think you're joking. Is that good enough? Because now we are getting into people's head and we are assuming motivations, we are assuming intent, right? But at the same time, you do then have to look at the situation. If the Auschwitz guard is standing outside of a crematorium oven, poking his finger into it and go like, cookies. Is he joking? Or is he seriously killing Jews? See, I know we're doing the over-the-top example here, but there is a point at which the overwhelming amount of evidence suggests that it's not actually a joke, it's mockery. Oh, that's an ally one. And I think that was the point that Kirsche was making in the clip. She was differentiating Destiny's mocking of the dead firefighter, and then Dev brought up the clip where she was making a joke, saying any joke is acceptable. Because yes, by and large, any joke is acceptable. But then we really do also need to create the differential between a joke and mockery. Especially during a time as well where the jokes can actually and have now observably had real-life effects. Now that too is a point that I actually kind of dislike even engaging with, because the moment you do that, you then also have to look at the left's rationale of going, okay, but we've been saying for years, all of the right-wing hatred is causing violence, this is the trans genocide, etc. Okay, again, I think we then need to look at the actual situation at hand. Is there evidence for your position? If yes, maybe then we make the argument. If no, we reject the argument. That is an interesting position for a machine gun. Okay, I don't really want to plant the explosives here because I feel like I don't have enough cover right now. I want to clear the building first, but I'm just going to do what I can to plant it first, and then I'll worry about that. Somebody found a bouncing Betty somewhere, which is always good. My AI is doing its level best to run around like a headless chicken.
Don't let the enemy get to it.
And all of my friends are dead. Tragic. So it really is kind of a complicated situation where I can see arguments from multiple points of view on it. I really can, but I genuinely do believe that we must differentiate between mockery and jokes. And I do believe that what Destiny is doing is mockery. I don't think he's laughing when he goes like, all I see is Biden one-up in Pennsylvania. And at the end of the day, all of that is a relative judgment call. It is me making that judgment call, and then we're gonna have to look at the rest of the world and go, okay, this is my point of view, this is the other guy's point of view, let's see who agrees with what. It'll then become the argument, basically, as I pick up. Don't believe there's a perfect answer to this. I believe it is very, 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 very circumstantial. Wow, you have been sitting behind us for a very... Like, seriously, okay, so... I don't understand the point of view of some people. It's like, okay, so you've been sitting behind us all this time whilst your objective is being destroyed, and you just... chill. At least try to win the game, fucker. Come on. There's also the fact that, Kyle, help me, Countdown Killer is literally a professional comedian. That adds a lot of weight to his defense. If he can bring up a pay slip that reads comedian on it, that makes me very much so inclined to believe his defense when he says, I am a comedian, I make funny ha-has. Right, where are dudes usually on this map? Probably like... Yeah, four dudes, not bad. Right, Superchats. Car forever. Alright, that one's 0. I think now is a good time for some collective self-reflection, but I doubt we'll take the opportunity. I agree with you about valuing friendship. Collective reflection. I think that is a great answer, actually, because I know I've been doing a lot of that. I genuinely have. It's like when Destiny is kicked from kick, I then have to think, okay, I'm a person who values freedom of speech above all else. I don't think people should be deplatformed, and it was a temporary kick, which is more than anyone else could ask for.
Our troops are sending the charge.
But at the same time, I believe what he says is heinous. So, how do I square this? Well, I square this by saying I don't agree with it. I think nobody should be banned, and that's the thing. I don't say that Destiny shouldn't be banned, because in the current climate, in the environment that Destiny was one of the people who created, yeah, no, Destiny should be banned. He has created this situation, he's put the stick on the table, and now the stick is being used against him. I think it is entirely reasonable and fair that that Destiny have the stick applied to him in the same way that he has tried to apply that stick to others. Fair enough. But I can still disagree with it morally, in theory. And the same thing with the joke thing. Okay, Dev says a joke, people hate him for it. Dev then goes like, oh, I'm just making fun of Kirsche. Like, okay. But do you understand why people are angry at you? So on. And then you have to go into the whole thing like, what is a joke? What is a joke really? How can we define a joke? Is there a definition of a joke? There's a lot of self-reflection that will be necessary now that the right begins assuming cultural power again, so as to avoid becoming the left, because it is all too easy and all too tempting to simply become the left. It is all too... Oh, God, okay, I fucked that up. Alright, careful now. Don't compound failure. I was about to overshoot and place myself in front of his gun, so we gotta go... Damn, that was a terrible approach by me. Wow, I cannot think and fly, as it turns out. And yeah, then he denies the kill by ramming into the ground, because he is an enormous... cuckold. And now I kind of feel like trying to camp their spawn point for a bit. Aha, there we go. Yeah, because I was about to say, if you're going to be the kind of guy who's going to get shot at and then kill himself to deny your enemy a kill, you'd be the kind of guy who'd then immediately spawn into a fighter in order to try and get revenge. Why? Because that's me! I speak from experience. Punkle, I will add, Dev wasn't joking, he was using it to do his rightoid responsible line. I'd like to present you the evidence of lies and malice if you need it. Oh no, he is absolutely doing the whole I conflate the left with the right thing. He is. He is definitely putting forth the idea that the left and the right are both responsible for what's currently going on and what is currently happening. And to a degree, I've said that word a lot today, he is correct. To a degree, he is right. I would say the left started this. The left were the ones who began to introduce politics into all spheres of life. They were the one who was like, okay, we're gonna have politics in movies now. We're gonna have politics in 40K, we're gonna have politics in Star Wars, we're gonna have politics in Warhammer, we're gonna have politics in superhero movies, we're gonna have politics in all of this. All of this will be our politics. That is my day zero. That is my H hour. That is my point of aggression. After that, the right's reaction was to try to explain to the left, hold on, we're not sexist, we're not racist, what the fuck's wrong with you? Because we were still engaging on them on a charitable basis. The left then escalated and started cancel culture whilst the right was still confused. This is the story of an aggressor and somebody being aggressed upon. And thus, since we can actually define who attacked first, I view the right as in the right for then responding to the escalation. The right is not as bad as the left because it saw the left's tactics, realized it was under assault, and then responded.
Fire is the answer.
That's ridiculous. But again, this too is an arbitrary line, right? Dev would no doubt pull the arbitrary line further back. He would probably drag it back to what, like Bush Senior or something, maybe? Like a point at which the left was being attacked by the right. See, because it is at the end of the day an arbitrary line, but mine is when they brought hobbies into it, because that is the point where Gramsci's grand scheme of normalizing socialism over capitalism truly set in, which is why I am opposed to progressivism, not the left as a universal whole. I don't care about the old school Democrats, I care about the progressives. Subject Noble, the biggest enemy of Dev is Dev. True. Dev is very biased on politics, even though he thinks he is not. Also, like most libs, he relies, I'm presuming, too much on facts. Well, see, there's one of those other interesting things, right? So, what is truth? Oh boy. Okay, now we're really getting into it here. What is truth? Oh, what is love? You see, that's the thing. Today, we live in an era where conspiracy theory and fact is separated by 6 months. The truth is, coronavirus did not come from a Chinese lab in Wuhan, you weirdo conspiracy theorist crazies. How could you ever believe that? Wow, what is wrong with you? To, the FBI believes that the coronavirus may have been created in the Chinese lab in Wuhan. Uh-huh. It goes from, it's not the Chinese, well, Hug a Chinese Day. Do you remember that? Do you remember Hug a Chinese Day? To, oh God, yeah, don't go to China. Yeah, don't do that. Oh, are we actually pushing? Wow, I expected us to not actually be pushing right away, but if we are, I will... M2! Why are you just misbehaving right now?
Yes.
Damn, both my stingers got killed. That's unfortunate. I hate it when my stingers get killed. I like my stingers. My stingers are great. Right, so there's going to be about 16 million fucking traps in here. And there's going to be even more Germans just sitting in positions pre-aimed at doorways and camping hard, like that guy, which somehow I didn't manage to get him before he got me. I felt like I was shooting him before he was shooting me there, but apparently the video game disagreed. Oh, that's a very exposed spawn point. I don't think I'm gonna pick that one. And so when the government tells me something, when somebody has the truth, I doubt. I question. I doubt. I have grown far more happy with relying on my fifis than
Artillery!
the
Fire
truth at this
Roger
point.
that.
Generally speaking, my gut instincts, my first impression, has led me wrong less frequently than listening to official sources.
Heresy's the question.
And so I'm
Fire
very,
is
very
the
hesitant.
answer.
God, that's both of my fucking... God damn it. Alright, well... Okay, there's a flamethrower. He's gonna be camping in there. Oh, this point is such a fucking menace. Oh, Jesus, that's a lot of Germans. Right, place that there. Do you want to poke my head in there again? I'm gonna get it shot off, but... Right, so they're probably all gonna be aiming at that place now, so now we're gonna... Nope, we're not, because apparently the flamethrower dude is still sitting on that same point. This point is a nightmare beyond a nightmare. Because there really is no different ways to approach the point. You kind of just have to run directly into it and die. Alright, so they've got too many spawn points up, they've got too many guys on the point, so let us ignore the point. This is probably going to be the Knight's first defeat, because if you lose 200 points without even touching that thing, yeah. If an enemy knows how to defend on this map, you're just doomed. You are just actually doomed. Yep, because they've got dudes camping on the far right side as well. Yep. Yeah, we're fucked. There's a full hard camp. So we got tank down there probably, campers on the far flank, campers in the city. On the... Yeah, this is one of those matches where if I didn't have people with me, I would just straight up desert. Which, by the way, I highly recommend you desert a lot in this game. If you're in a game like this, where it is blatantly obvious you are up against a far superior team that is absolutely just stomping you, desert. You will gain far more points of quitting the game and joining a game in which you will not merely be food for the opposition than you will in losing the 20% from desertion. And I know a lot of people is complaining about that the desertion penalties aren't harsh enough, and in theory, I agree, right? You don't want people to desert matches because that just makes it worse for the losing team. Sure, but here's the thing. When you put a team up against a team who has no fucking hope in hell, that is not my problem, frankly. It is not my concern that you haven't made a functional matchmaker. I play the game for fun. So when you make a blatantly bad match, it is entirely within my right to go, my time is worth more than yours. I'm not going to play your match. And then quit out. I am entirely fine with that. In fact, I would say that everybody should do that. If you're the team that's losing, the ideal scenario isn't that nobody leaves and just becomes helpless food for the opposition and a blatantly terrible matchmaker. It is that 10 players quit the match within the first 5 minutes. That is the ideal outcome. I see, yep, I saw a rocket trail there, which means that's a friendly. I thought I saw another aircraft, which means that would be an enemy, but it was not. Particularly on this map, so you can actually destroy the balloons here to get yourself extra spawn points. Why? Because this map is so blatantly unfair, so unfathomably poorly balanced, that the only way the offending team has any hope in hell of doing anything is if you add in a way for them to get extra spawn points. Which is at the point at which you should remove the map from the fucking map pool. If you're like, okay, this map is so terrible that we have to give an artificial way for the offending team to gain points, otherwise they will be helpless. That's not a good map. That is a map that should not be in the map rotation. That is you doing a very bad job as a map designer. That's today's spicy take, by the way. Pro desertion. I kind of hope you're a friendly, otherwise I'm going to be sad right about now. Right, so... yeah, that didn't really do much. Yep, and aircraft. Oh, no, that's an AA gun. Yeah, so they've got the AA gun set up as well. Yep. So there's a tank there in the gray zone, camping down there. And you've got all, of course, the point you cannot flank, where they've got heightened point of view. If you try to flank it from this side, you have to cross an open field. I guarantee you there's another tank down there somewhere. Yeah, this map is just really terrible. Okay, is there anything that can be done? Well, one of the few things that can be done is I can go over here and I can build another spawn point, and that gives us a theoretical approach. It's not a good approach, it's not an effective approach. It's not an approach that can't easily be shut down by them literally just having a machine gun point towards the massive open field. But it is at least another approach. Now, it's not that you can't beat this map. Basically, what you need to do is, the tank players need to kill themselves. Unironically, the tank players just need to kill themselves on this map. Over and over and over again. They need to drive down the side, aggressively, get killed by the King Tiger camping at the other end of the field, just so they can shoot into the hangar to begin trying to clear it with HE. Because if you do that, you'll start getting rid of the defending infantry, which is camping in every single solitary corner. Once you're beginning to clear those out, you can start getting a little bit of your own infantry in. Once you get some of your infantry in, you can begin to intercept the enemy, which is also streaming in from the other side, of course. You could try to set up a machine gun over here. That can work, but again, the map designers have actually placed stuff in the way, so you can't easily sit on the enemy's reinforcement path, because, you know, this map is just too darn tough for the defenders, so you gotta add in a little bit of extra clutter, so those poor defenders don't get hurt too much. And that, incidentally, is why you always shoot at aircraft. This is not the best gun in the universe to do what I'm trying to do with, as I'm trying to sit on their supply routes. Also, I don't really have enough ammo.
Service guarantee system.
Oh. Okay, there we go. We managed to get that one. That is good. That is very good.
Heresy's the question.
Sitting on the resupply lines is absolutely what you need to do. It's the only real way on a map like this, because you need to either, best case scenario, start interrupting their reinforcements by actually killing the enemy. That is the best thing that can happen, because now you're actually killing them. Or by simply pissing them off. Which might not sound useful, but no, it's actually incredibly useful. If you can piss off the enemy, they're gonna go, oh my god, there's a dude over there shooting at me. I need to dedicate my squad to going to deal with him. And that is then a squad that isn't holding the point. It means that you're basically just going to have to feed yourself in against like 2 or 3 people and make yourself into a deliberate fucking sacrifice, but that's what you gotta do. It's the same with the tanks. Hexy, we could have more Kirsch on the ArchCast. Instead, we get Dev. Worst trade deal. No, Kirsch holds me responsible for the Dev drama as well, as I invited her on, and she basically made it clear that she wasn't coming on because of the Dev drama. So we can't have more Kirsch either, which is a little petty, but hey, such is life. I'm about to be shot in the back. Yeah. God, I can't believe he did not die from... Oh, okay. Hello there. I can't believe that guy didn't die from that. I feel like the M2 just doesn't have quite the hit power that I would like from it. Then again, it isn't upgraded. Maybe I should upgrade these. Maybe I should upgrade these. Ah, yes, they're going to the other gay point. So, you see that bunker over there? That bunker is another one of those ridiculous things where the defender actually has an MG42 bunker on the flank of their own defensive point, which makes flanking them even more impossible. Yeah, I hate it a lot. I might want to upgrade the M2s actually, because if it just had a... If it had a tiny bit more kick, which upgrading it would give it, I feel like that would improve it dramatically. I am so gonna die from doing this, but... Hey, we're all gonna die someday. And who knows? I did get 2 kills out of it, so that's something. Right, this is one of those... Okay, let's be a little bit crazy. I'm gonna lay down here and I'm gonna... Nah, there's already machine guns camping it. I figured there would be, but there might not have been. Alright, one more try for the stupid brigade. Nah, he's camping. He's got 2 or 3 guys camping that. This entire map is just like massive, incredibly good fire corridors for the defenders, and nothing but straight death traps for the attackers. Oh, I hate this map so much. And you can't even flank it, because guess what? Their death trap is in the fucking gray zone. Well, I went down this flank, which was a mistake, so I might just have to try again. I can't even get around it because it is in the gray zone. Right, let's do a lean in. Oh, they get spawn. Oh, they get spawn protection too. Oh, brilliant. So that fire zone isn't merely a long death zone, it's also a spawn protection zone. Oh god. Every time I think I've found a way to hate this map as much as you possibly can, the map makes it worse. Oh, this map. Oh, this map. Oh, this fucking map. How is this map still in the fucking map pool? I cannot... Yeah, I figured they'd be, you know, rocket-proof, but... I had to try.
Well done, men. Let's attack the next position.
It's like... Part of me wants to... The worst part about the mechanic about the reinforcements point, right, is... I want to do it, because I'm like, okay, let's try to win. I usually am the kind of guy who tries to win these matches. Almost no matter what. But... going up and getting the extra spawn points, it kind of feels like I'm just hurting my team at that point. It feels like I am only extending the torture, you know? It feels like I'm, oh, hey guys, hey, you like this match, right? You like this map? You wanna die for another, like, 10 minutes? Yeah, I can make this last for longer. It's kind of like looking at the person with his balls caught in a literal nutcracker and going, hey, I could make it so that the nutcracker closes around your balls slower. Would you like that? Would you care for that? Is that something you would enjoy? And I feel like most people would just say, nah, bruh. I like to get it over with, please. But we don't live in such a kind and compassionate world. We live in a cold, cruel, callous world filled with nothing but the vilest, basest form of evil. Also, that was a wasted bomb. I don't even know why I did that. Never mind! Okay! I think I just managed to somehow sneak a 500-pound bomb in through 2 windows, straight through an entire building, to have it reappear on the other side of the building, blowing up the tank. I have no explanation of physics or reality how that happened, but it did. So, fuck you, Mr. Tank Driver, I guess. I kind of want to look at the replay about exactly how on God's good earth that happened, because I have no explanation for how that is possible. None. Absolutely none. Alright. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Now that was a good amount of kills. Punkle. Oh no, I didn't miss it, it just took me ages to read it. Punkle. Think you missed my first message? Also, to summarize, justified actions as with imprisoning a criminal is it just to cancel the canceller? Well, there's the big question, isn't it? What is a justifiable action? Because everything has an exception. Of course, like that is why we have the rule. There is an exception to everything. So we say, you shouldn't cancel people. Okay. But then that rule is going to have an exception somewhere. That is just, again, how everything functions. So we then have to try and find that exception without, well, again, becoming the left. That is the difficult part. Hello there, Mr. Tanky Wanky. I see you. That's a KT. That was not a good bomb, but it might be good enough. Yep, yes it was. Eat my dick, Tiger P. At least in the air, I can kill some of the more annoying things. Right, and then we'll do a rocket sweep of the rear entrance again. And whoosh, 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 whoosh. Nice. Oh, is that? No, that's... Is that? No, that's an enemy. I was about to say rockets, that's a friendly. No, that's an enemy. Okay, I don't necessarily... Oh, wait, something clipped him. Did he bailed. Okay. Something clipped him. Okay, nice. Well, I'm still alive. So I was about to say, he's so far behind me, I don't really have much of a counterplay there. 172 points. Should I go get some more barrage balloons? Hello? No, you're an ally. Okay, fine. Okay, more barrage balloons down there. And an enemy aircraft. Okay, prioritize enemy aircraft over barrage balloons, obviously enough. Alright, enemy aircraft done. Then we go for barrage balloons. Actually, I'm in a decent position to do a sweep of the rear entrance here, so we're gonna do that. Alright. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Damn it. I thought I had... well, I did not. I thought I had enough time to pull up there. I believed... I did not have enough time to pull up there. I believed incorrectly. God, I hate the fact that we are fighting our fucking hearts out. That is the worst part. We are trying so fucking hard. We are playing a great game here. And if this was virtually any other map in the game...
We need artillery.
Oh god, it's the bunker.
Artillery! Fire!
Yeah, the next objective is charging a bunker across open terrain. If this was any other map in the entire game, I feel like we'd be winning this. But since it's this fucking map, we're still losing. And it's so... I hate this map. It's such a frustrating map. It's such an incredibly frustrating map, because I've had so many games on this map where I just feel like the enemy does not deserve to win. Where we are doing better than them. We are playing a better game. But we lose because the map is this. It is charge the enemy across an open field whilst the enemy is in a bunker. Charge the enemies, King Tigers, across an open field again and again. And that is just the entire map. And I hate it. I hate it a lot. I really just do despise this map, right? Let's try again, just screw over their reinforcement path. Dump shit on the point, and behind the point. Right, and then smoke. Smoke in front of the point. Smoke in front of the point. Lots of smoke in front of the point. After smoke. More mortar shells.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Nice. Okay, we're capturing the control points.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
More smoke. Okay. Are we capturing it? Not really. Okay, fuck it. We're gonna continue the mortaring. 97 points left. Yeah, it's not gonna work, but my best play right now is to mortar. It's to try and kill the dudes on the point, to try and intercept reinforcements. That's my play. Spread it out a little bit. Okay, keep doing that. This is a very passive thing, and I do hate being this passive, but it's just... Gotta just set up a fucking blocking barrage. 25 points. That's not...
Heresy's the question. Fire is
Not
the
working
answer.
out very well. Got it. Fucking thank God. Okay, I take a lot of credit for that one. That was actually that was the correct play. That was the 1000% correct play from me at that point. Very happy with it. Right, now we just need to get another incredibly difficult to get point across another open fucking field, and this time it's inside of a building, so we can't even really mortar it to get them off it, I'm afraid. Okay, well, just dump out the rest of the harassing mortars. This is not gonna hit a damn single solitary thing, I pretty much guarantee it. But it might annoy someone, and that's
Calling in artillery!
Roger that.
that's gonna be good enough.
Fire.
150 points. Oh boy. Right, we are going to go down the flank and try to set up a spawn point down here. Sorry for ignoring your super chats. I see them. I will get to them. It's just very sweaty right now. Very sweaty. Very sweaty right now. I'm also kind of letting my team do all of the actual pushing work, which makes me feel bad, but if we're gonna win this, we're gonna win this by doing something smart and gay, like somehow flanking them, somehow rushing the points, somehow getting the points quickly. Don't think it's gonna fucking happen, but it's pretty much the only real possibility right now, I think. Okay, my little dumbass dudes are trading fire with somebody. I don't know who. Oh. How the fuck did that miss? Okay, that's an enemy spawn point. Finally, and they got me there. And then spawn killed. Or spawn killed. Switch killed. Right. If I could get some friends spawning on me over here. And, unfortunately, I think my allies are hyper-fixated on just going for the point. Which is kind of what they need to do, but they also really need to just stop attacking, switch direction. Okay, switch direction, come from this flank. Okay, we've got a squad coming in. 38 points left. This is probably not gonna happen, but you gotta try. Yeah, they've got their own spawn points over in the woods. Okay, get on the point. 4 bullets left. Wow, that's and no reinforcements. See, like again, it's such a terrible defeat. It's such an ass defeat because we deserve to win this. In every way, our team deserved to win this. We outplayed them, we outlasted them, we outskilled them, outstrategied them. We fucking played a map that is massively in favor of the defender. But because they are the defender on a map that is so blatantly unfair, they arbitrarily get the bonus and the better team does not. I fucking hate it. This is just the worst map in the game, and I fucking despise it so much. So fucking much. Hate this map. Hate this map. I have no idea. Why is it in the map rotation? Why is it in the map rotation? I hate that map. Fuck, I hate that map so much. You know, chat says it's not cave villages. You know, I actually prefer cave villages because at least cave villages is equally bad for both parties. Although, if you're playing confrontation on cave villages, then oh god, that is actually worse. Yes. Oh, but god, I fucking hate that map so much. That is such an awful map. Yeah, that's a great point to wrap up today's Enlisted on a nice big steaming shit on the developers. What a terrible map. What a terrible map. Yinglis, have to go. Have a good one. Thank you, Yinglis. Have a good day. Right, so, Superchats and any more philosophizing. Norman Ellman, is it wrong to be concerned about right-wing cancel culture mobs and purity spirals that can destroy the lives of innocent people? Well, that's the thing. It isn't. We need to ensure that the right does not simply become the new left. And the right absolutely has it in it itself to become the new left. It used to be the left. The right can be just as cancel culture, just as bad, just as moralizing as the left. The left does not have a monopoly on cancel culture. And so we should be interrogating our own responses to the left when we get into cultural power. But it's a difficult thing to look into. Subject Noble, maybe after 10 years I want a Game of Thrones type series about the Kingdom of Macedonia, especially before Alexander the Great. That would actually work out pretty well, actually, yeah. I think there's a lot of stuff to look into there that could be cool. Harmonic Drive, hey Arch, how do I pierce the Norse stoicism? As a German Greek guy, I can't seem to find a way for my Swedish partner to share their emotions with me. Oh, just drug them. There you go. It's nice and simple. Drugging fixes everything. Otherwise, there's no way. There's no opportunity. We have been raised to not bother anyone with our problems. It is simply not in our DNA. Johnson Smith, you're mandatory 5. I admire your dedication to friends. May I be your friend? May you call me friend. And Chad's friend too, right? And not Chad, I mean Chat. Chat's friend, yes. Chat's friend. Trevor, are you and Kirsch still good? Will she be back on? Her ArchCast episode was my favorite. Keep up the good work, Witcher. I have sadly been excommunicated in that neck of the woods, I'm pretty sure. Punkle, to be sure and add a touch more support, I've had 4 messages including this one. Love you, Arch. You and Carl were a lot of my intro into the stuff since 2015. Have I missed one? I might have. Let me check. So the first one I see, I will add... Dev wasn't joking. I think I read that one. I get it, Arch. I think Yeah, I think this one's the one I missed. Sorry, Punkle. I get it, Arch. You don't have to betray him. He betrayed his audience, attacked us in every way he has ever criticized, burned every bridge maliciously and lying. But he hasn't done that with you. Just don't bring him to us. That was the one I missed. Sorry, Punkle. And thank you very much for your donations. Harmonic Drive. Hey, Arch, how do I pierce Norse stoicism? I read that one, right? Me being Norman Greek has a hard time getting through to my Norse partner and make them speak up. Any tips? No, you're doomed. Literally. In Norway, bothering someone else is like the worst thing you can do. Being a bother to someone, inconveniencing someone, is like the highest crime. It is the worst thing you can do. You can't do it. And it is a sign of deep trust, like deep familial bonds, that you ask someone to do something for you. And even then, it is customary to ask if you can do something for them first. Like, when you say, I'm going to the store, you don't expect the person to go, oh, hey, can you bring me back some milk? They're not going to do that. You need to go, I'm going to the store, can I get you anything? Yes, thank you, bring me back some milk. As it's also the height of Norwegian achievement to have somebody else rely on you as well. We're really weird like that. Like, we are actually full-on stoic and isolationist in that regard. So, yeah, that's a whole thing. I would rely on the drugs instead, frankly. It will get you there faster. This comes from an entire idea called janteloven, which basically goes something like, you're nobody, you're not somebody. And I forget the rest, but the basic idea of it is that you're not special. You are not better than anyone else. You should not impose on anyone else. And in fact, everybody else is probably more important than you. Therefore, you should not do anything to inconvenience anyone in any way. This is why Norwegians usually fucking hate beggars, by the way. You can bond over that. A shared hatred of beggars, probably. Also, true, Finland is not Scandinavia, by the way. Mike added in chat there, Finland isn't Scandinavia. Correct. Scandinavia is Norway, Denmark, and Sweden, not Finland. Finland is basically a Russian state that just kind of like wandered up to us and like, can I be your friend? Why? My other friend, Russia, keeps beating me. Oh, it's not our fucking problem. Stay away. That's Finland. But right, okay, wait, hold on. Did I think I probably did, didn't I? Oh, I didn't, thank God. Nothing on Rumble today, thank God, because I wasn't watching Rumble at all. Normally I watch Rumble. Normally I look at you Rumble. I do, I promise. It's just sometimes I forget. A lot, because I'm just like that. It's normal. Anywho, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your very generous donations as well. And for playing with me, if you were... See, normally I rotate, but today I was too sweaty. And I was like, this guy here, this Nordace or whatever, he's carrying me, so I'm just gonna allow myself to be carried for today, whilst I feel the sweat running rivulets down my fucking mouse. Have a good night, chat, as you imagine my sweaty palms greasing up this mouse. I'm actually going to have to clean this. Good night. I did do a Rumble. God help me. Can I see that? I can't see that, can I? Oh my God. Now I need to look into where the monetization things are in Rumble. I have never needed to do this. Help. Because Rumble doesn't actually have, like, the little thingy that YouTube has. Please? Is it this? What's the... No, it isn't this. Pending? Oh, Hold on. Can I? No. 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 I can see it. I can actually see the transaction, but I can't actually see the message. Oh, Rumble. Ah, Rumble. Raining Terror, write it in the YouTube chat, and I can read it, because I can actually see it. I can see it on the date and everything, but I cannot see the message. And if I click on the message, all I get is the live chat without the option to see it. How is a diaper dev taking the news that his boy Brandon is out for the count? Boy Brandon? I have no idea. I haven't heard anything about it. God, Rumble. I need to not forget about Rumble. That's the thing. Okay. Now, then, finally. Again, thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for your donations. And I will see you all again, probably tomorrow. I won't be as lazy next week as I was this week. I don't know, my schedule was all knocked out of kilter, so. There will be more streams next week. I promise. Have a good day, chat.